Hello, I want to talk about xTerrain. If you remember, I released an app called xNorm. xNorm is now been rebranded to xTerrain. So let's get into it. Basically with xTerrain you can create textures for the terrain, and also it's a bit buggy this, but you can create grass as well. The one we're going to talk about, well, I'll talk about both, but let me just go through the one for terrain. So if we open a terrain texture, so if I go to my, well, that was fine actually. I've got this PNG, it's 2048 by 2048. And as you can see, it's like a boggy, greeny marsh. What we can do here, again, same, we can adjust any of the values of the texture. We don't need to do that with this. Generate a normal. If you've already got a normal, you can load the normal map, or I think it's easier just to generate one. If you generate one, then you get the option to be able to adjust it. As you can see, if we take this up to about 8, maybe a bit higher actually. No, that's fine. Okay, so that's our normal map, our albedo map. So let's generate the terrain maps. Again, you can, if you've already got them maps AO, gloss and metalness that you want to use, you can load them in manually. They have to be named gloss, metal. They have to have the name AO, gloss or metalness in their name somewhere for you to do it. Again, 2K maps, they have to be 2048 by 2048. So we'll auto generate these. Here again we can alter the metal bias, so we can actually make this a little bit of a wet look. Again with the gloss, if we smooth that out a bit and get a nice shiny reflection, and then we can export for terrain. This will create everything that's required. Okay, so if we now go back into my textures folder, I'll go to the boggy, xTerrain, the bog, and there's our maps. So what we can do, if we go into Max, obviously I'm using the core here, but it's best to use your writable folder. If I go into texture bank or terrain textures, see they're all there. What I'm going to do is just copy that to my desktop. Okay, so I've got a backup of it. Go into it and I'll choose number 5. Yeah, I'll take that out of 5 and put my textures in there. I'll just copy them over to here. Okay, so that was 5. Obviously, as with xNorm, the name in GameGuru will still say map 5, which is our texture. Okay, we'll edit this one. Okay, we go to the terrain, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's our texture there. So if we just paint that, you should be able to see the water reflection in there. Which you can. We'll just do a quick test on that. As you can see, it does. I should have actually reversed the normal on that. All I need to do is right click on the normal map and invert, because it looks like the puddles are a little bit higher. Yes, they are. It should have been the other way around. I apologise for that, but that was a simple fix. We just invert the normal map by right clicking on the normal map and inverting it. But you can see the what we're getting there is what I wanted, which was a shiny watery mess, but the water should be lower than the grass. I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you, but it would look better if it was lower than the moss, as it were. So that's the terrain texture. Let's just come out of this. We'll do a basic grass texture. The thing with grasses, they have to be 1024 by 1024. So I've got a grass texture here. This is not mine, it was created by Dutch and Nuke, but I've borrowed it for this purpose. You see, it's quite a nice grass. So your image needs to be 32-bit PNG 1024 by 1024. Normals I don't think are being used for the grass at the moment, but we'll create it anyway because we need the normal map to create the other maps. Again, we're going to adjust the intensity. There we go. And export grass texture. Okay, so if we go into my texture folder, grass, xTerrain, grass. That's the only one we really need is this one. That is not really used. So if I go back into Max files, and the one we're interested in is grass bank. Again, I'm in the core. Grass bank is not in writables, and I don't think you can use it from writables. I may be wrong, but let's copy that to the desktop so that we've got a grass bank there. Now if you look in here, they're named specifically. So what I'm going to do is take the first one and move it out. Okay, and then with mine here, all I'm going to do is copy the name and rename mine to the same. Okay, so that was the original, this is the rename. Now if I go back to the grass bank, all I need to do is just drop that in there, and that's my custom grass. So let's start Max up. Grass can be a bit hit and miss. The thing that causes more issue is the match terrain colour for custom grass, which I'll show you now. So if I go back to here, paint my terrain again, and then we'll go to grass, enable the grass. See, there's my grass there, the one that I've just put in, and the match terrain colour is ticked. Now if I try and paint that grass, you see, it doesn't paint anything. If I take that out and now paint, you can see now that it is painting my custom grass. I'll just go all the way around here and do a test, and there's my custom grass. So that's basically it. I mean, you could probably have a better grass texture, but depending on the colour of your landscape, I think that's quite nice grass actually. So that's xTerrain. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak again soon. Bye.